On behalf of the Colombo Plan Staff College for Technician Education, I welcome you all to this regional program on TVET for Sustainable Development and Inclusiveness, held at National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, Chandigarh, India. The Monitoring and Evaluation Report of the Earth Summit 2012, Rio Plus 20 at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, ended with a conclusive statement that sustainability of the Earth's ecological balance to support life is a greater challenge than before. However, this time it is accompanied with some additional challenges of increasing carbon emissions, escalating demand for green and clean technologies, and the need for distribution of the benefits of growth and development equitably to all segments of the society with due care for intra and intergenerational needs. Therefore, participating members of this Earth Summit renewed their commitment to sustainable development to ensure the promotion of an economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable future of the planet Earth. Pursuing the Millennium Development Goals for eradicating poverty, different pro-poor growth interventions adopted by UN member countries have encouraging results as extreme poverty dropped from 48 to 34%. However, still more than 1 billion people worldwide live in extreme poverty and more than 200 millions are unemployed. Alongside, the world population is likely to grow, and by the year 2050 the population will be more than 9 billion, and 95% of whom will live in developing countries. Around 1 billion people are away from their home, out of which 214 millions is international migrants and 740 million people are internally displaced due to internal conflicts and due to some natural disasters. Over 1 billion people live in the urban slum areas in pathetic sanitary conditions. The entire scenario escalates to extreme, inhuman, and below standard living conditions, with majority of them suffering from malnutrition, lack of basic amenities, social evils, and other health-related issues beside access to quality education. Growth and development frameworks should emphasize investment in rural infrastructure and basic services improvement, including capacity building through education, training, and awareness campaigns to ensure inclusive growth. The carrying capacity of Earth has been impaired due to escalating carbon concentration to the extent of 400 parts per million in some cases because of excessive fossil fuel consumption in production units and other service machinery and equipment, especially the transport sector. The resulting ozone layer depletion and global warming has triggered the melting of glaciers, frequent typhoons, floods, and rising sea level gradually engulfing some islands. This is compounded by the fact that air, water, and land bodies have been polluted due to non-environment friendly manufacturing and extravagant type of lifestyles. Our right to breathe clean air, take potable water, and use fresh water for irrigation purposes has been diminished to the detriment of our deteriorating health condition, novel diseases, and decreasing arable land due to increased salinity. Continuous efforts have been made through good housekeeping for optimizing the use of raw materials and other items that damages the ecological balance of the locality and bring out alternative energy sources with lower carbon emissions as compared to the fossil fuel. Mechanisms for exploiting hydropower, wind, solar, geothermal, and biofuels have been developed to a greater extent. However, the amount of generation is not enough to offset the existing use of fossil fuels substantially. Therefore, the required action is needed to be multidimensional. This requires adaptation of the renewable energy sources together with the exercise of restraints on the unnecessary use of energy and optimum utilization of other resources as well. In pursuance of achieving the objectives and targets set for integrating sustainable development concepts into education and training of all types and at all levels, including Tibet in particular. United Nations launched Decade of Education for Sustainable Development, covering the period 2005 to 2014. UNESCO being the focal agency, together with others like International Labour Organization, Asian Development Bank, World Bank, British Council, GIZ, CPC, and so many other bodies, initiated dialogues, implemented pilot projects, and supported different educational programs at all levels and types of the education in different member countries. Tibet systems of the advanced countries such as European Union and the newly industrialized economies of the Pacific Rim, etc., they initiated integrating sustainable development concepts into their systems, and as a result, SD is no more a strange concept to Tibet. However, the pace of integrating the same concepts to Tibet in developing countries is varied and still need further push. For Tibet, the challenge is two-way. First, we need to integrate sustainable development concepts into Tibet through revision of the existing curriculum to produce skilled manpower for the expanding green economy. In the workplace, Tibet pass-outs are engaged in operations that will require a lot of raw materials and consumption of energy and water. Their attitudes need to be transformed in a way to act for sustainability of the natural resources and ecological balance, and this is where education and training has come to play its role. The very purpose of this regional program on Tibet for sustainable development and inclusiveness is to provide a platform for sharing the current concepts and initiatives on sustainable development and inclusiveness in Tibet of our member countries through their representatives. This one-week program is also featuring visits to the relevant industries, and a seminar has also been integrated in order to bring to the fore wider perspectives on the issue of sustainable development in Tibet. CPSC is really grateful to the Government of India and management of the National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, Chandigarh, for hosting this regional program. It is hoped that learning from this regional program will lead to furthering the integration of SD into Tibet systems of the CPSC member countries and will ensure inclusive growth. Thank you very much and enjoy your 5 days program. See you all along.